So to the covered hall walkway. So what happens here? Wait, Kurosaki! Kurosaki's in here somewhere too! I have to warn him! I ran anywhere and everywhere looking for Kurosaki, screaming his name at the top of my lungs, but he was simply nowhere to be found.
Kurosaki! Doko? Kurosaki!
Are we still with her? Not in here either. Wow. There's a lot of... there's a little bit more than I thought there would be, actually. And that's only been like 2 minutes so far. I had no idea when that horrible, expressionless man would show up again with his giant hammer. Every little sound was making me cower in fear. What I needed was a weapon. Something to defend myself with. There had to be something like that in here. Right? Are you kidding me? Ha ha ha. That sound is the sound of me unable to get out of here, pretty much. Oh. There's an oversized chisel in one of the drawers. This could be used as a weapon. I just need to hide somewhere. Damn it, stop shaking! I carefully took the chisel into my quaking hands. I wasn't sure if I'd actually be able to fend off an attacker with it, but it's certainly better than nothing. Kurosaki really isn't around. Where the hell could he have gone? Furoi, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I ran without you. I was just so scared, and I panicked. You protected me up to the bitter... You protected me up to the bitter end, Furoi. I'm such a coward. You don't want to be like Kizami. If only I were... No! I did not want to do that. If only I were a boy. A big, strong boy like Kurosaki or Kizami, overflowing with courage and strength. Then maybe I could have saved him. Somebody's coming! Who? Who is it? If it's that man again, Oh... Kizami! Oh... Hi, Kizami. Kizami! Yeah. I've been looking all over for you. tall and handsome, but always just a little on edge. He never changed one bit. This was Yuya Kizami, one of my classmates. Kizami, Fukui was, and Emi. They were both.
Yamamoto. 大丈夫。大丈夫だ。事情は大体わかってる。
When they start speaking to you, where they're like, over here, instead of, like, the normal microphone, you know that there's something wrong. Yamamoto, it's alright. Everything is going to be alright. I understand the situation, more or less. But they were both killed by that creepy-looking man. It was horrible.
ああ、知ってる。さっき俺も見た。
Yeah, I know. I saw them too. Oops.
この彫刻刀はこれでそいつと戦おうなんて思ったのか。
What's that chisel you have there? Were you planning to fight him with it? I don't think I'd be able to do much, but I didn't want to be killed without a fight, you know?
バカだな、山本。こんなもの必要ないんだよ。
How silly. You don't need such a thing. Yamamoto. Kizami cupped my right hand between both of his, as if consoling me, and gently removed the chisel from my grip. Oh, no, 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 no. That's a horrible mistake you're gonna make. The only thing I can think of is someone, a certain person going to stab you next. Although I don't think that happens because this is going along with the right end. Not the good end, just the right end. He was so gentlemanly about it. His touch, soft and caring. Yeah.
俺が今お前の恐怖をすっきり終わらせてやるか
I'll allay all your fears myself forevermore.
かわすか動けるな山本
Ha! Nice reflexes. Now don't move, Yamamoto. What are you? No! Please! Tell me you're just kidding around!
あんまり変わらないと思うけどね俺が本気でも冗談でも山本が死ぬことにはさ
Do I really look like I'm kidding? Though I guess I wouldn't look much different either way. Really. Not about you dying, Yamamoto. What? Wait, what? What was going on? Why was he doing this? What? Why? No, please, don't do this!
さっきの話だけど一個訂正な袋井は殴られて死んだんじゃない
Regarding our friends that are dead, There is one fatal misconception you seem to have made. Fukuroi didn't die from the hammer wounds inflicted upon him.
刺されて死んだんだよ。こんな感じでブスッと。
Rather, he was stabbed to death. Kind of like this! Ha!
逃げるのか？疲れるだろ。あまり無理するな。
You intend to run, then? You know I'll catch you. Such a waste of effort! Run, little rabbit, run! Why? Why would he do something like this? I want to mess around with everyone again. Yeah, take that out of context. To hold study groups. To gossip. To smile and laugh. We were supposed to be friends forever. So why? Why has it come to this? I don't get it. I just don't understand. And here's the part where she goes absolutely crazy. There was a candle simmering here along with a note. Whatever you do, don't look behind you. And from here, I think we know exactly what happens. Well, holy crap. Apparently... Now this is a little funny. After I was done with the recording, or thought I was done, I decided... I decided to look back first to see if anything happened, because I noticed that my photo album is actually not done with this chapter, and there's like 4 pictures left that I haven't seen, which I don't know if they're all near the end of the chapter, so I don't know if I've missed a few or what, but whenever I said don't look back brought me the same bad end, or wrong end, but don't looking back, oh, there's a lot more to the game. I skipped a lot of text, and it's like a completely different end, and it just kind of took me for surprise a little bit, so yeah. Now, all this happens is the exact same thing. See, she slaps you, and then she runs off. And I think this is the last thing he says or something. Yep. There we go. That was the last thing I remember. And then, look! I ran as fast as I could, as far as I could. It was obvious to me now that even Morishige was out of his mind. There was no one left I could trust. Or maybe you've just pretty much lost your mind yourself, because while Morishige is creepy into bodies, he's not freaking killing people. Unlike your friend. Upstairs! I'll run upstairs!
Yo, Yamamoto.
Well, that's a different face. Well, now, it's Yamamoto. Without even a moment's hesitation, my classmate Kizami suddenly swung a giant chisel in my general direction, narrowly missing me.
大丈夫
Are you okay? 'Cause I'll make you not okay.
逃げ惑うのもいいけど無理するなよ。体力は温存しておかないと。
You're free to attempt an escape, but don't push yourself too hard. You wouldn't want to overexert yourself, after all.
この辺でいいか。
Is this a more suitable location?
大丈夫か？
Are you okay?
やめてよ。
え？何をだ？
Stop what exactly?
ひどいことしないでよ。
S-
あんたに何にもしてないじゃん。
Stop being so cruel. I haven't done anything to you.
そうだ。返さなきゃな、これ。
That was not that many words in Japanese, but that's true. And I certainly couldn't take it back if I were to do something like, say, this. A sudden burning pain shot through my body, shaking my whole field of vision. The fat, dull blade of the chisel had been forcibly plunged deep into my thigh, all the way up to the handle.
感触がやはり違うんだな。男と女とでは。なるほど。
I see. So the sensation really is different with a woman than it is with a man.
やだ。痛いよ。
There wasn't much I could do to resist. Not only had he knocked me over, but he was kneeling on the backs of my hands, holding me in quite effectively.
いいぞ。正直だ、その反応。嘘をつかない奴は好感が持てる。
That's what I like to hear. Pure honesty. I do so hate it when people lie about their pain.
本番といくか、こいつで。
It's time to go all the way now with this. Yuya Kizami had a twisted grin on his face. He slowly brought his right hand into view, and in it was a proper knife, glinting in the dull light. 'Why? How can you do this?'
山本、ほら、ここ。お前の腹。行くぞ。
Yamamoto, here. This is going into your belly. I could feel Yuya Kizami reach up from under my skirt and press the cold blade of the knife against my abdomen. And then, with one thrust, the knife was completely inside my body. My thoughts became jumbled. The pain was so intense, it felt like my brain was on fire. It took me a moment to process the sensation of a foreign body lodged unnaturally within me. I could feel the blood gushing out from the wound.
いいぜ山本、その調子だ。いい声聞かせてくれよ。
Nice, Yamamoto. That's the spirit. Let me hear those primal screams. I'd never felt anything even remotely like this before in my entire life. I couldn't even describe it if I wanted to. The pain receptors in my body were off the charts. I couldn't comprehend the things I was feeling. But despite my confusion and agony, I knew one thing was for certain. If I couldn't stop this from happening right now, I was going to die. Every part of me was in agreement on that. My nerve endings were screaming it, and my brain could focus on little else. I might as well have been on fire. Well, that happens in one bad ending. It couldn't hurt any more than what I was experiencing. No, it was too late for me. I could tell that the wounds inflicted were irreversible, irreparable. I had to accept it. I was going to die. I'd begun vomiting blood, and it was beginning to lodge itself in my respiratory tract. Breathing was becoming harder and harder with each passing moment. My abdomen had been completely minced at this point, and the pain was so intense that I wished I could just leave my body altogether. My arms and legs were cold and numb, and my sense of reality was beginning to waver. My last breath couldn't be far behind. And yet, Yuya Kizami was smiling. It was a distant, relaxed smile, as of someone looking up at the stars or smelling a rose. It was the smile of a psychopath, the smile of a person about to end my life. For no particular reason.
ちょっと声が小さくなってきたんじゃないか。もっと聞かせてくれよ。
My, you've gotten quite... My, you've gotten awfully quiet. I'd love it if you'd howl for me again. Well, that's the Mitsuki that I'm pretty sure everyone knows, because that's the personality that she would kind of have, I think, in... well, outside the school, actually. I couldn't believe those words were coming out of my mouth. I could barely speak through all the blood I was spewing. But as I was standing my ground. See, that's what she should have had this entire time.
Huh?
Kizami's surprised. Now see, yeah, that's what you call someone that won't get screwed around anymore. Even if he ends up killing her, at least she dies with her dignity. Whoa, man, that ain't cool. For just a moment, Yuya Kizami's psychotic grin turned into a bitter, scornful frown. But then, as quickly as it had vanished, the smile returned. Well, at least you caught him off guard.
なんだそりゃ。抵抗のつもりか？ 我慢なんてするなよ。
The hell was that? You trying to stand up to me? Don't hold back on my account.
おい、
Hey!
どうした？声が小さいぞ。ほら叫べよ。いてんだろ。会話しようぜ、会話。
What's wrong? You're too quiet. Scream, goddammit. It hurts, right? Give me some dialogue, something to work with.
なんか言うことあるんだろ。泣きたいだろ。命乞いしたいだろ。
You got nothing to say to me? You don't want to cry? Beg for your life, maybe? I was concentrating so hard on biting my lip and holding my mouth closed that I swear I'd forgotten how to breathe. I think I even broke my molars from the sheer force of my determination not to yield Yuya Kizami's twisted desires, and I didn't even care. I'd have no use for my teeth ever again anyway. I wouldn't be eating anything where I was going. I wouldn't scream for him to stop. I wouldn't call for help, and I wouldn't beg for my life. My life was already over. All I had left was the knowledge that I'd go out quietly without giving this sick freak any measure of satisfaction.
俺の方を向けよ。無視するなよ。話せよ。言葉を。
Don't feed the troll. Look at me! Don't ignore me! Talk to me! Beg me to spare you! He was beyond redemption. There was absolutely nothing I could say or do to help him. I could either waste away silently or feed his psychosis. I could never make him understand how I felt at that moment. I could never convey to him just what he'd done to me. Death was my best and only option.
Yamamoto-san. 君も死んだのか。
Yep. It's not over yet. Yamamoto? So now you're dead too? This was definitely the body of Mitsuki Yamamoto. Her stomach and abdomen had been stabbed dozens upon dozens of times and were practically liquefied. They looked a bit like gazpacho. Her body was still warm to the touch, too, meaning her death must have only just occurred moments ago.
不思議なもんだな。ほんの数分前に話した人間がこうして死んでいるっていうのは。
How strange it feels to see a person dead after just speaking with her mere minutes ago.
だけど、山本さん、
But Yamamoto,
綺麗だ。とっても綺麗だ。さっきまでとは雲泥の差だ。
you're beautiful. You're exquisite. The transformation is night and day.
君は今、完全に自分のすべてをさらけ出して、無抵抗だ。
Here you lie, fully exposed and unrestrained, but utterly helpless.
いいよね。君を連れて行くよ。
You don't mind, do you? If I take you with me, that is. Yes, drag her body around. No. Yeah, this is one of the images I was talking about that I didn't get. I withdrew my phone, flipped it open, and switched over to camera mode, where I immediately set about framing her remains at just the right angle. I didn't mind if it was just her image of that tiny screen on that tiny screen. To me, it was as good as having the real thing in my pocket. The appeal was identical. It was as if I could freeze time on this moment and preserve her just the way she was.
やっぱりだ。俺自身の目で見て、触れ、匂いを嗅いで、こうして生の君を知ったから。
Yeah, that true end. It seriously does not show the very nature of this chapter. In this, like, these past couple videos, like, pretty sure there's gonna be a 2-part, at least, video. This is the true showing of the chapter. It's exactly as I thought. I can see you, feel you, smell your wretched odor. All because I knew you!
生きていた時の君を見て、声を聞き、感情に触れていたから。
He just squeed. All because I saw you and heard your voice and was moved by your plight when you were alive! Oh my god, yeah, he's getting an even more thrill because it's someone that he's seen and known for just mere, like, for just a mere hour or so in game time. That's seriously messed up.
見てくれよ。こんなに綺麗に通れた。もう君は俺だけのものだ。
Just look at this! Look at what a perfect shot this is! You shall forevermore be mine and mine alone!
たまらない。たまらない。君はひどいやつだな。
Oh my god, that seriously sent chills down my freaking spine. I can't get enough. I just can't get enough. Oh, what cool beast you are.
俺をこんなに興奮させて、心をかき乱して。
Getting me this excited. Stirring my feelings.
どこか落ち着ける場所へ行こう。そうだ。またあそこに。
I'm pretty sure.
今日は眉にセビリアの理髪師の録画を頼まれていた。
Pretty sure this is where
時間までに家へ帰らないと。
the game has, or where they drop us off during the true ending area, because, yeah, I'll actually come back if, well, I'll come back either way to see if there's anything else. And if not, then I'll see you at the title screen. Okay, there was nothing else after looking and stuff, but see this right here? This was covered in no image, so obviously I knew there was a little bit more left, because it's like, why, like, I checked the wrong end again to see if going to where Mayu was at, if that was gonna lead to a longer wrong end or not, but no, it didn't. And so it was like, okay, there must be a little more, because I still have no image right here. So this line right here is the start of chapter 6, actually, so there's no more after, well, before this part. But yeah, so right now I've actually gotten the photo album, as you can tell, from going from 1 to 11, I believe it was, or 1 through 12. No, there aren't any no image things, and if you go past 11, you go straight to 17 and onward, because those are from the first game, which I will probably make a video showing and explaining a few things as, like, quick story, I guess you could say, of what exactly happened. So yeah, but that's gonna be like at the end of the entire series. So with that, also my unlocked status. This is the unlocked status so far. Yeah, there's 52.15% of the CG art, so that means 52% of this is complete. Meaning the last 2, or I should say 3, chapters of the game have a lot of artwork in them, apparently, or something. I don't know, because I'm surprised chapter 5 didn't have as much artwork as what I figured, because a lot of it was black screen. But yeah, with that is the actual end to chapter 5. That was a lot more stuff that was going on that you would miss if you just went straight to new chapter and went into Meyer, because yeah, I will have to admit that was a lot that you could miss if you just head straight into the next chapter. Which, if you just got this game, which I don't know why you would just get this game and not go to the first game, because this is like a second end sort of thing where things happen again, and it goes by one of the wrong ends from the first game. And so yeah, if you have the first game, you can, like, as soon as you beat chapter 7, you'll unlock a hidden chapter. But if you didn't get the first game, you'd have to get all the wrong ends, as well as all the true ends, of course, to get chapter 8. So I've gotten most of the endings so far. I just got Meyer, which has 3 wrong ends, and Tooth, which just has 1. So these next 2 chapters should not be too long. And chapter 8, from what I've seen or heard or something, there's no wrong end in that. It's just a straight playthrough of what's to come in the final game of this series. Like, not of the one that's for PC, but the one that's for the Vita, which don't know when that's coming out. Hopefully it will come out next year, but can't say until I know. But once it comes out for Vita, I should be able to record it, because I will have a Vita capture device by then. So yeah, with that, hope you enjoyed my little end of me talking through this and stuff, because yeah, explains a few things and stuff that I will be doing. So have a great night, and I hope to catch you all in the next video. Have a great night.